Alright, so we're going to have to hold that defeat to that Mewtwo. Not much we can do about that. But we do have a new town to explore. Got all sorts of things that are apparently happening here. A dance theater, kimono girls, Morty, package from our mom, a repel, whatever. We should be appreciative of the fact that our mom is thinking of us, even if the gifts she buys are not really that good. Let's go ahead and buy a handful of these while we're here. We thought about doing this back at the big old department store, but We're also going to buy one more revive. Just as kind of some backups here. I don't think we need anything else from here, but we'll take a quick look. Repels and stuff. We just got our free repel. Heal ball, yeah, no. Those could be handy in the very beginning when you catch something and your team's not full yet, so it goes to you and they just join the team, ready to go. At this point in the game, when everything goes to the PC, not really that useful. Alright, so in this direction we have the dance theater. Let's check it out. And someone is screaming the second we walk in. Stop dancing such a serious dance. Show me something like a hula dance. So just to review, the Team Rocket person flying in here, demanding a hula dance, which, I mean, I guess can be cool in the right circumstances, but doesn't really seem to fit the motif here. This guy has a stomach ache. He's just powerless to stop him. He couldn't possibly throw out a Pokemon to stop him with a stomach ache. Here's my music again, though. Lapras. I like Lapras, even though it's not really the best. It has decent stats across the board, doesn't really excel at anything besides HP, but always just a favorite of mine. This is going to be a risky play, because Water Ice means this could have anything, but Hydro Cannon is a good move to have switched in on. We just didn't want to see Ice Beam or Blizzard or something like that come out here, because now we can just murder it in one hit. Sounds so sad. It's one of the reasons I tolerate the whole Orange Islands arc on the show, is because he just kind of rides around on his Lapras, and with Misty, which is good, and with Tracy, which is not, has a good time. Team Rocket grunt, spilling the beans about everything, interrupting a scene in the dance theater for no reason. Just not a real good look for him. And the question is, how does she know us already? Of course, you remember, we've seen one of these kimono girls before. Remember, though, you can't spell courageous without age. And mysteriously, we get an HM from him. So it's a good thing that we were doing good deeds and helpful things in the world, because now we get Surf just out of nowhere. I believe this is the earliest you get Surf in any game. But if we go look at the world map, you'll see why we might be needing it soon. Where are you at, world map? Is there no world map anymore? Is that a... No, that's a Pokegear thing. Do we just not have one? Or is it a different spot? Well, I don't remember or care. Point being, we're going to be hitting the water pretty soon, so we'll actually end up needing Surf. Let's take a look at who can learn it, because there are no guarantees in this game. It's a useful water move, though. And we don't actually have a water move at our disposal right now. Ah, yes, Elekid. Very known for being surfed on. a large, stout Pokemon that's capable of carrying all sorts of weight. We will actually teach it to him, though. He has decent special attack, and a little bit of extra type coverage doesn't hurt. It gives him something to fight back against ground types. And he's the only one who can learn it, so if we want to surf, we're going to need it. Now, we can't use it outside of battle yet because we don't have the appropriate gym badge, but that doesn't mean we can't teach it and use it to fight. It's an adventure without treasure hunting. Sure. This is an interesting one. There's been a few different forums about this throughout the series. Item finder, all that jazz. I will probably end up setting that over the old rod. As much fun as it was to fish for random Pokemon, we don't really need that much. So let's go grab that real quick. Nope. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, I have to unset this one first. Got it. Now the bicycle slides up a spot. Is the dowsing machine's on Y now? Nope. Alright. Here we have the gym. The Mystic Seer of the Future. We'll be going to check that out pretty soon, but they give us the Hope of the Light. I heard something about the lighthouse in Olivine. Pokemon who does it is not feeling so hot. Well, we will be going to check that out pretty soon, actually. Alright, so the sky turned black. Flying type Pokemon blocked out the sun like a bird and a dragon. Spoiler alert, it is real, and we will be trying to catch it. Although, it may not be what we expect it to be when we get up there. Again, you just don't know in these things. Yep. So Surf's going to let us go out in the ocean, which is cool. Burned tower, destroyed by a mysterious fire. Please stay away from it. It's very dangerous. You can see up there, there's kind of fire damage on the roof, but we're told to stay away. I don't listen well to directions. There's a coffin up there in the corner. See him up there? More importantly, though, we have to set up this thing for the future. Do you see down there in the pit? See what's hiding down there? Looks kind of like, oh, I don't know, Entei and Raikou and Suicune. Oh, and while we wander around pointlessly, here's a Happiny. There are certainly plenty of battle utilities for a Blissey, but not really ones that are good for going through a Pokemon game. In competitive, when you can set them up as a special wall, that's great. Here, not so much. But the experience we'll take. In fact, this might end up being a great place to do a little bit of leveling for some of our weaker party members, because that experience is super good. Depends on how rare they are, I guess. Even the unevolved form of this is, like, ruining our day. Man. Alright, we're going to do something very weird and switch in an electric type onto a ground type. We might eat a ground attack here, though, for it. Nope. He foolishly used Glare back to back. It worked out for him, because we switched. Elika is much too fast for even the paralysis to affect that enough. See you later. Hippopotas is probably like, why does an Elika have surf? Oh. Now he's right to have questions. Alright, we have our own themes going on here. Never been entirely sure how this guy's name's supposed to be pronounced. I'm sure they say it on the show, and I just never watched that entire arc. Usain? Eusine? This guy's kind of a weirdo, but it's fine. Over here's Morty. Decided to come help check it out. Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. I must have a proper understanding of it. Well, he seems pretty cool. Oh, and also look who's here. It's a whole crowd of important characters. to make yourself look strong. That is only a dream. Oh, okay. A battle with Team Rocket Grunts. It's just right for you. I already did that. And then I got Surf. It was pretty cool. So let's see what our rival's up to. Mag Cargo. Well, we actually have a decent answer for that now that we have Surf. The problem is, it's already paralyzed. Defense is not great in the first place. Well, let's give it a shot. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Shouldn't kill. Almost killed. Also hard to imagine we outspeed when we're paralyzed, although my cargos are not especially fast. We're gonna try it. We already switched in. Let's try the recharge turn. And we weren't paralyzed. We can get away with this because that's 4 times effective. He's Fire Rock. Laron. Elekid also has a 4 times effective move against that, but we learned last time it doesn't one-shot because Laron's defenses are too high. So we need somebody else who can help us with Steel Rock, and the only person I can think of that's really appropriate for the task is probably, well... Now see, this Fire Punch is physical. This is going to be a bad choice. And it's going to be neutral because of the rock. I'm so sorry, Typhlosion. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably switch out of this unless we want this to take 9 years. See, we don't really have a lot of great answers for this, but I'll tell you what answer we do have. Steel's gonna make grass neutral, but it's still gonna be quite good. Levitated. It's not a bad play. Ground is 4 times effective against it. It turns out we don't have any ground moves that'll work against it, but he doesn't know that. That is the problem with some Pokemon, though. You know, the 4 times weaknesses are just so difficult to overcome. You have to have really good stats and a lot of other things going for you outside of it. Like Garchomp, 4 times weak to ice, but he's such a huge beast and a threat, and he's fast. So it's tough to pin him down sometimes. Our Elekid's probably too beat up to take on the Staravia. So, also I don't understand why that was the voice in the show. Let's get our Alakazam out here. Let's blast it with Psychic. It's like, what is wrong with you? Stop it. In the game, it sounds like a bird. You're like, oh yeah, cool, bird, yeah. Got it. And our Glass Cannon strikes again. Get a level out of it, too. With 3 health. Facade. It's the move that does extra damage when something has a status effect? Yeah. Well, it's a physical attack, so, no. And look, we, like, are not particularly picky right now because all of our options suck. And even so, we were like, nah, sorry, can't do it. I'd rather have Imprison than Facade. What a loaded statement. Out of desperation, weak people sometimes do okay at fighting back. There's like 3 different insults in that sentence. The more obvious ones and the more subtle ones. Now, we could take issue with our rival because we just one-shot everything he has, but, you know, let him live the dream. Just too much playing around. Yeah, I could say the same thing. Why don't you stop wasting my time? You would never be able to catch a legendary Pokemon anyways. Well, that's true so far. We failed miserably with the 2 that we tried, and then we killed a Mewtwo, and another one blew himself up. So, of all the things he said that were mean and untrue, that one is actually spot on. I let a Trapinch go. It's kind of a waste. Yeah, I don't know why you're calling me to tell me these things. Figure out your own problems, sir. Now, we still have a whole little mini dungeon here we can explore, and we're going to. There's a couple items in here. Togepi's still up front, which is unfortunate in this spot, but I need to keep getting him a little bit of experience here and there, so we'll just keep feeding him to everybody else. He is the highest level of anybody right now. A double switch. That Haunter must not have had any moves that he can hit Togepi with, and occasionally the AI in these games are smart enough to figure that out. Trainers especially, wild Pokemon, they don't know. They don't know. Really not a good sequence of events there. Astonish made Mismagius go first, which then made Umbreon's payback double in, well, 1.5 times in power. So, not the best sequence for him, but he tried. Gotta give him credit, he switched out of a bad matchup. It just turns out he switched into a worse matchup, probably. Dusclops. Pretty beefy individuals, and we're going to outspeed it, so let's see if one payback will kill. My money's on no. My money... Well, that's not fair. That's cheating. Now we'll never know. I mean, technically I would lose my money, but you didn't take the bet. I didn't shake. Thief. Boy, we're just not doing well in terms of learning new moves, but this is the randomizer, and it does lean towards your same type, so these things happen. Yeah. It is better than Beat Up. And I know we've been using Beat Up to do weak damage on some stuff, but we'll figure out other ways to catch stuff if we have to. We're using Beat Up for that, and only that. Such a heated battle with my ghosts. Anyways. We have to get this Super Repel. We cannot proceed without it. Don't try this at home. I don't intend to. I'm not interested in breathing fire. I think my mom would probably not be okay with that. Welcome home, Jenga. What you learn out there? I'll show you, Mom. Oh my God! And the house is on fire. Oak's lab is on fire. Not Oak. Elm's lab is on fire. Venomoth is trolling us right now. We can't escape. We're paralyzed. He's giving us presents. And we couldn't even kill him with one Blaze Kick. But look at the Quick Claw activating. Is it going to run into paralysis, though? No. I think, at least in one of the versions of the game, the Quick Claw triggers, but then you're paralyzed anyways. They're like, well, that's not, but, and you feel really bad. Oh, speaking of Mom, I can't see my mouse. Quick, answer before she hangs up. Whew. She's probably just telling us about an item. I don't know that she has any other dialogue. I don't remember, but it would be very rude not to answer our mom's phone call. I'm not some kind of savage. Snubble. The good news here is we can switch. Oh, let's go back to Umbreon. It's nice using him again. And this will probably get Togepi a level. Umbreon just kind of looks at him like, yeah, and let's see if we can steal something. This does the same damage as Payback without the boost for going second, and we were going to outspeed, so it was worth a shot. Doesn't appear as though we stole anything, though. Oh, secret power. That's an interesting one. Whoops. I meant to look at it. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Still at 70 power. It's a special attack. Oh, no, it's not as physical in this. Huh. Well, I think we still have to give up on it. I think I'd rather have Swift still. We don't need another normal type move. And while our attack is technically higher than our special attack because of the double... Oh man, I didn't see that it was behind Rock Smash. Unless Alakazam can learn Rock Smash, because I don't think we had it in the party at the time. When we looked at the list the first time, let's see. Oh yeah, Venusaur could, but we didn't want him to. Yeah, he's got 3 good special attacks and Spore, so we're gonna have to go ahead and leave that there. Don't worry, I feel bad about it. I don't feel like dealing with this. Let's just dispatch him quickly, shall we? Great. This guy he's just paralyzing everybody. Our whole team's gonna be paralyzed from this thing eventually. Can't do anything else, but... Yeah, bye. This probably does about 3 times his max HP. So, hopefully it doesn't just make him faint, but it actually murders him and sends him straight to hell. Maybe that's harsh, but I don't feel bad.